Hello lovelies, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Nat and we're going to be doing our April expense tracker, our April budget. That's what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be a little bit different, but not too different, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense at all. So we're using our budget with Ira more than a budget planner that I was really kindly gifted by Meg, who is the budget with Tiger Lily. I'm gonna try and turn the camera a little bit because I write so sideways. I feel like this might be a little bit easier if I just tilt the camera. So we're gonna start with the month. So the month is April we're doing. And our income is just UC for this one. Scott covers some of the bills separately, but I deal with our universal credit and the majority of bills that come in, or like fully like household bills, if that makes sense. So we've got £1,378.27 this month. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add all the bills. I don't know any of the dates, so I'm not even going to bother putting the actual dates because I will go back through and do that later, because ours always come out on weird days. But yeah, I'm going to quickly just put all our bills down and then we will talk through them. Okay, so that is all our bills written down, and the total for those is 98763, which then leaves us with £390.64. So I guess I don't really know if there is any difference between last month and this month. Let's have a look. I think the only thing that might be different is we've got Paramount instead of... Oh no, we've got Paramount written down. I didn't actually get Paramount yet, but it has gone on offer to £2.99, so I am gonna register for that in a little bit because today's the last day for that, so I'd rather get it cheaper while I can. I don't think any of our bills are changing this month. However, next month our electric is going down, and I think we're still having arguments. We've been having arguments for the past year with our council tax, and yeah, that's still ongoing, if I'm completely honest. So we can't include that at the moment, but I'm hoping once they decide to actually sort themselves out, we might be able to get on top of that. But anyway, we're going to go to envelopes next. So envelopes is just going to have bulk shop this month because I've already done, I've already topped the fuel up. I've already reset the fuel and personal spends and the house clean, and then Scott does the food shop. So bulk shop, we put £60 a month through, just because it's like handy if we need to get like toilet roll and stuff, instead of it coming out of our normal food shop and then pushing our food shop over the budget we have for it. So yeah, bulk shop is going on there, so that's 60, so that leaves us with £330.64. And then sinking funds, so we have an IOU. We have got a few IOUs, but the one we're doing at the moment is wedding. So I owe our wedding fund 110 because I bought a cricket the other day. So I need to cover that back up. So that's that one. We then have photographer. So we need to get this one fully funded this month because it needs paying a month before our wedding. And we're putting 90 into that. We're then doing annuals. We have a lot of birthdays coming up in May, so I'm hoping we can get a bit of a start on getting them filled in. So we're going to put 40 in that, so that should cover 2 birthdays and then start to fill into May. I hope. We'll see what happens. And then we have Christmas. We're just popping a tenner in because this one seems to be filling up quite well on its own, just with any leftover money we have at the end of each week. I know I've not been doing it every week, but when I have been doing it most weeks, it's been filling up quite nicely. So yeah, we're going to put £10 into Christmas. And then the last place we're going to be putting money is emergency fund. And that is having £80. So I think I've talked about it quite a lot recently, but Scott is just going self-employed and he doesn't know what's going to happen with his wages at the moment, or like what's going to happen with whether it'll affect like our general income we get from UC. So yeah, we said we're going to start trying to build up a bit more of an emergency fund. So the £10 saver that's in my binder that I've been popping money into as and when the dice rolls, that is actually our emergency fund now. So yeah, I'm going to top up an extra £80 into there, and I'm hoping his wages will be fine, but we need to get an emergency fund just in case they have a blip at all, or like have a week or so where they don't make enough money. So yeah, that's why I need to start doing that. So that brings us to £330, and that leaves us with 64p. So we don't actually have any debts other than to my mum. And whilst we're trying to deal with wedding stuff, she has told us not to worry for now, which is really, really nice of her. So once we get a wedding out of the way, we're going to start like pushing on and paying her off, because I do kind of want to get it paid as much as I can, but at the moment it's just not feasible. So yeah, my mum's been really nice, and she's given us like a couple months break from like giving her money back. So yeah, that is literally our budget for this month. So the only thing that's not on here is petrol, house clean, and personal shop. Oh, and food shop. So they come out of my PIP or they come out of Scott's money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to figure out we'll figure it out together what we need to get cash out for. So we need £60 in cash for, I'm just going to use my calculator. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, I'm going to figure out what we need to take out in cash. So we need £60 out. We then need 40 for annuals. Christmas we need the £10 out for, and emergency fund will take the £8 out for. So cash wise, this month we need 190 in cash. So cash out is 190. And I think, to be honest, we should be okay with mostly 20s. Yeah, because it's an odd amount, so we should get all 20s and then just get 110, which would be perfect. Photographer, I'm going to leave the money in the account, I think, because, well, we've got to pay that a month before. There's no point in me taking the cash out for it. But what I will do is I will make a placeholder for that one. And the wedding IOU will stay in the bank anyway, because we have to pay that in, I think, just over a week's time. So that will need paying anyway. But yeah, so what I will do is I will go to the bank on Thursday probably, because it's bank holiday. I'll probably go to the bank on Thursday, and I will take the money out, and then we can cash stuff it on Friday. I'm sorry, I'm just started doodling. But yeah, we'll take the cash out and then we can cash stuff on Friday in our usual spot, our usual cash stuffing spot. But thank you if you have watched. I'm sorry if I feel a bit chaotic. I am mentally exhausted as usual. But like dealing with like wedding stress and trying to help Scott with like bits where I can with like him running a business is like it'll be worth it in the long run, but at the moment it just feels very, very draining, and like I feel bad because I can't take a lot of the load for him. But yeah, anyway, if you guys have watched all the way to the end of this video, leave me a little trophy, because Scott's, the business he works in, does trophies. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you later. Bye.